Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me in the back? Okay, good. So my name is Kelly Miller. I'm an executive director with Mantech. We are honored to support AFCEA in this event and this theater. I have the pleasure of introducing the next speaker, Miss Ashley Rozier. And she is responsible for planning, resourcing, developing, and acquisition of capabilities of support to the unclassified and classified enterprise mobility services. Prior to this position, she served as the program manager for enterprise messaging and endpoint management. She served 10 years in the Army prior to joining the civilian workforce to support the DoD. She holds both a bachelor's and a master's in IT from the University of Maryland University College. Please join me in giving her a warm welcome.
Good morning, everybody. All right. So we're just going to give you an overbrief of what's going on in mobility today and then how we're going to move forward. And then we'll take some questions at the end. All right. So as most of you know, we have 3 service offerings at DISA that cross 3 different platforms. We do the unclassified, the classified, and the top secret mobile devices. We are around the world globally. For our unclassified mobility, we support over 140,000 users. On our classified mobility, we have over 8,000 users, and on our TS, we have over 400 users. We're always looking to increase and see where we can go and how we can best assist. Some of the things that we are looking to on the way forward and what we're doing is increasing all of our stuff for DOS and for Office 365 and how we can move everything and incorporate it into the 365 environment. We are also doing our VPN expansion to where that will help everybody have quicker and better access to the VPN and to their 365 environments. On the classified side, we are now in the process of going through and updating all of our devices to the S7s and the S20s. That will increase your data at rest and looking at doing your Office products on there as well. And for your top secret devices, we are going and upgrading up to the S20s. We're going through some infrastructure changes to make that possible. Right, here's kind of a snapshot of what we are doing. We are also working on the BYOD pilot implementation, and that will have a very small number of users, usually around 250, for us to bring out, and so that we can expand the workforce to people that can have access to emails on their mobile devices. Right. So we are also, one of the things that we are going to have to do some re-enrollments with is Purebred in the near future, and Al can probably give you some more information on that as our DMUC branch chief. We have 89 carriers that we use globally, and we have AT&T and Verizon as the most. Like I said, we serve everything across the country. And let's see. As far as we're going for the DOS and the Microsoft multi-support tenant, we're also looking at that when we do our next-gen EMM RFIs that we're looking at now. Some of the stuff that we are also looking at, like I said, the VPN capacity and expansion, and that will help us move forward and allow everybody extra access and quicker access to their Office 365 environments. The BYOD pilot, that will be starting here and going through the FY23. We should start onboarding people around in the mid-November, December timeframe. And if you have any questions on that, you can definitely reach out to us at the end of this. our, we've already discussed the purebred enrollment and the multi-tenant support that we are currently doing with the Office 365 environment and the Army and the DoDJ 365 environment. Are there any questions on the unclassified mobility before we move on to the classified? For the classified mobility, you have Eugene Kim is your he is your DMCC and WINDAR branch chief. And this is where we are here now. So we have, like I said, 6,000 Android devices currently, and we are looking to upgrade those to the S20s and the S7s in the very near future. They are already out there for you to purchase. We're also got 1,500 WINDAR devices that we support, and we are in the process also of upgrading that with the help of emerging technologies, and so we can give you a new WINDAR device to have increased capabilities. All right. On the DMCCS, the TS side that is on here, we currently have 400 people. And we are increasing that technology so where we can, and the VPNs, they're increasing that to where we can swap those out and we can upgrade that from the current generation to the S20s in the future generation of DMCCTS. Again, for the DMCCS stuff, for the activities, we are currently looking also and working with the emerging technologies and for DIOS with the IL6 integration to support the IL6 level tenant over the next year or so. And that will also give you access to your email, and then we will continue to modify that and move forward as we can leverage new Microsoft technologies. From the provisioning piece of DMCCS and the WINDAR devices, that's been a big item that we've been working on right now, and the improvement of that. And we are looking to expand our current provisioning effort to be a more global model to pretty much match what you're doing on your unclassified side as far as provisioning. It will help you all increase the time it takes or decrease the time it takes for you to get a device to your end users. So that will be coming out. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us for that. On the DMCCS side, we are going through the next-gen infrastructure and increasing that so that we'll have some redundancy there and some enhanced security. We're also going to increase the CMS and the gold dialing, and that will be coming up very shortly as we increase the infrastructure or change the infrastructure out. Here are the activities that we are currently working on. Again, the Samsung email pilot that we are going to be doing on the DMCCS devices, that will allow you to then connect. Instead of using OWA, you will be able to use your email client on your Samsung device. With that, you will also, we are working towards giving you the accessibility to be able to read encrypted messages on your device, and that will be coming in the future. So please reach out to us and let us know if we can help you. The enhancements to deploy the devices, that's going to be part of the provisioning, and how do you move forward, you getting help and being able to provision those locally at your sites versus having DISA or someone else do them for you. All right. We are also working on doing the enterprise gray solution, and we are working with the emerging technologies on that, and that should be coming up here within the second quarter of FY22. We are also working with emerging technologies on the next generation of the WINDAR device, which will also help you increase your capabilities on the classified mobility side. So hopefully, at the very end of this, We are also we are sunsetting the legacy devices, and that's why the S7s and the S20s are so important for you all to go ahead and get those put into storefronts so that we can start swapping those out. And then, as you can see, in the fourth quarter of FY22, we are also going to continue to work on the IL's Level 6 integration with the DOS team and to move forward to be able to have you be able to access your email in an IL6 environment on Zipper. On our TS environment, we are deploying a new version of, or expanding our versions of the TS environment when we increase the gateway or change out the VPN on there. And that will also put your S20s for you to go, and I will let Eugene or expand upon that. All right. All right, you all. Thank you so much, but I want to go ahead and we're not going to go through that. And I will, because I was supposed to do this before, but I'm going to introduce you to who is up here with me. So this is Mark Long. I know most of you all know him. He is the division chief for mobility. This is Eugene Kim. Again, he is the DMCCS and TS branch chief, and he's also the branch chief that provisioning now falls under because we have now consolidated the provisioning efforts along with our classified mobility solutions. And then everybody knows Al, been around forever, so he's our unclassified mobility branch chief. So thank you all, I appreciate it, but are there any questions for us?
When can industry expect to see the RFP for the next-gen R5?
Looking to release the RFP around December. Mm-hmm. Are there any other questions?
Morning.
Good morning.
Gordon McMillan from the Air Force Cyberspace Capability Center. We're not DMUC customers, but here to interested to see what the service offerings are. Back to your debug solution, what was the endpoint protection product that you were going to be introducing? You mind going back to that slide? I didn't get it.
Can I go back to the slide? Which one was it? I'm sorry.
That one, right there.
That one?
Yeah, Zimperium. I didn't catch that. Are these going to be posted, or can we?
Yes, they will be posted. What was your question? Because we're going to have Al answer you.
Well, I was just interested in which product you're using. We're obviously exploring endpoint protection software as well, and which one, to compare. Yeah. What are the? I guess I could turn it around to say, what are the advantages of that product versus the other ones out there, and why did you choose that one?
Well, yeah. Thanks for putting me on the spot there with advantages, right? So, through a very comprehensive kind of comparison, source selection versus our requirements, Imperium was chosen. We've spent the last couple years, integrating this product into our environment and are really happy. We're at a point right now where we've reached our IOC and are kind of doing a rolling phase deployment. So Zimperium, the Zips app, if you will, is the product that was chosen to meet our MEP solution. And fundamentally, if you go out there, I know there's a lot of products. You walk the halls down here. That was the product in our down select that met the requirements and was overall chosen.
Okay. Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Well, if there are no more questions here, or if you don't want to answer them here, we do have a mobility booth that sits under where the DISA little circle purple thing is back there. So you can find the mobility team all back there, and they will be able to answer your questions, or you can always reach out to us through email, and we will definitely get back in touch with you. All right. Thank you very much. Yes. Oh, shut it. Thank you all very much. Y'all have a great day.
Great job. You did good. You did good. No, you did very good. You did good.
I went with it.
All right, man. But I mean, maybe she's still single.